The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Beef, chicken, vegan and vegetarian options available. Reburger, redefining the norm.
Reburger.
Redefining.
Reburger.
Fellas, I've just noticed Pugsan's deleted the one he made yesterday. He's deleted the new
bugger.
one.
That was so good too, man.
Yeah, he's obviously lost confidence in it. It sucks.
Now, listen, we've just had a bit of a training run, and as a result, I'm looking at a very sweaty, hot-looking Mogey who was wearing his white tee during training, and it's just at the moment sticking to his very finely defined chest. G'day, you stallion. How's life?
Yeah, g'day, you mad dog, you sick son of a beak. I'm pretty grouse, but buggered if I'm completely honest with you, after running about 80 metres over
total,
the course of 40 minutes at about 60% pace.
I hear you.
So I'm shattered, man. I'm buggered. I don't know if I'm going to make it for tomorrow's big running race, I'll tell you that now.
I like it because we've done 2 trainings, and the 2 trainings we've done for the relay, there's always been one person in skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Today it was Mogey.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans.
Well, I knew we weren't going to go full tilt today, so I was happy just wearing my jeans there, fellas.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, man. How you going, Keyzie?
I'm actually really great.
Yeah.
Today I'm trialling not having a coffee before the show.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of a little cup of tea going there.
Oh, nice.
Little English brekkie.
Good on you, man.
I hope this works out. Maybe it'll help me sleep better, especially the night before the big race.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm fizzed up. Jase, though, man, you look great.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Is that a new shirt?
No.
T-shirt's got a photo of New Zealand on it, man.
Yeah, no.
A photo of New Zealand.
I just put the T-shirt on for the training today. Whatever. I've got the situation, and I don't know why it's happening, where all of my T-shirts have holes in them and are being ripped to pieces.
Yeah.
Tiny ones? What are those tiny holes
Yeah,
from?
just like little holes.
Really?
From must be the washing machine, and yet it doesn't happen to my wife's T-shirts.
Yeah.
So I don't quite know what's going on there.
Cigarettes.
No. It's
Yeah.
been ages since I fell asleep with a cigarette in my hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey,
It's
listen.
a mystery.
We have a massive
Oh, my
show
God.
ahead. It is so big.
Yeah, in fact, we're going to be starting with a big poll shortly. And this is one of the biggest polls we've ever done, so you're going to want to stick around for it.
In the meantime, here's Queens of the Stone Age.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
You too there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. The time is 13 minutes past 4 o'clock, and apparently on 3483 we have an answer to why I'm getting so many holes in my T-shirt, Keyzie.
That's right. You might notice out there if you wear T-shirts, you get those tiny little holes in them. We thought it might be the washing machine, but someone here is saying, "G'day, Hoyte J, I'm a welder, and I get those little holes as well." It's from grinding and all the sparks off the grinder hitting your
Oh,
shirt.
yeah, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, so that must be
that'll
it.
be it.
Totally, when I'm working on the stock car.
Yeah.
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 Now, listen, it's a big day tomorrow. I think the world knows it. Big race. And we want to know how you feel it's going to go for us on 3483.
That's right.
First and foremost. And be honest about it.
Yes.
Let us know how you think each of us is going to perform, who you think's going to win. And with that in mind, we've got a big poll.
The Big Poll.
Today's big poll is quite simple. Who is going to win the 4x100 metre relay race? Big Show or Hauraki Breakfast?
Yeah.
Very simple. You can vote for that on the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram story. You can also, as Jace mentioned, text your thoughts through to 3483. Get yourself in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher. We just did our second training run with an official athletics coach, Matt Wyatt. He knows his stuff, fellas.
Yeah.
He taught us a few things. How are we feeling?
Couple of tricks.
How are we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, look, not great. I've still got that foot injury. I'm now really tired because I ran for a couple of minutes. So that's bugging me up as well. But what was good was I actually heard the breakfast show this morning, and they had a chat to some kind of a sprint champion or a coach of some description.
Relay coach, yeah.
And he had some really really good advice, and it was so good that Jeremy Wells said, well, let's delete this and not have this on the podcast because we don't want the big show hearing about this. But fortunately, I was listening live. I made notes. I shared it with you. Then we took it out to Matt, the coach that we saw today, and he agreed with all of it. So that's good. We've had it reinforced, and we will be absolutely using all of those tips. So thank you to Breakfast for helping us out there. Much appreciated.
Yeah, look, let's put it this way. If we lose tomorrow, it won't be Matt's fault.
No.
No, absolutely not.
He was absolutely fantastic. Look, you've got your injuries. I've blown my groin out.
Yeah.
And that is genuine. I tried to have another go at it today.
At your groin?
Well, I did that early and then, but I mean, another go at running, and she was as painful as all go get out.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't lengthen my stride. I'm running like I've got a carrot up my ass.
so let's just say...
Have you tried taking the carrot out of your ass?
No, because it feels good.
Let's just say for some reason, right, we had to run another relay race next year. Would our strategy going into that race be no trainings whatsoever and just run it on the day?
I think so.
It would have to be.
I think so.
Because your injury is from Thursday or whenever it was.
Yes, as I said to you yesterday, and this is without a word of a lie, my legs haven't stopped hurting since then.
Yeah, right.
And I thought maybe a day or two they'd be fine again, but no.
Right.
No.
Okay. So you guys are... I mean, I personally am feeling quite confident in myself.
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
Pugs
you-
as well.
Yeah, you and Pugs.
Yeah.
You guys are superstars, but
you guys are starting to lower my my confidence levels a bit, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's tomorrow, put it that way. There's been so much chat about this. We've gone through every sort of possible, who's going to run in what order and all that sort of stuff, and then the training and then batting stuff and then breakfast banging on. So I'll be glad to have it behind me, to be completely honest with you. But it is exciting because we have an opportunity here to not have to work for a day.
Yeah, that's
And
really exciting.
That thrills me.
It does.
And as Mogey said, we've been crunching the numbers. One thing I will say is my feeling is it'll be pretty tight.
It's going to be tight.
I think it's going to be very tight, and I think that Ruder as well, I think they're acting like, and this is the thing, what they've done with Ruder, and it's genius, they've acted like he's the biggest unk on the face of the earth, that when you tell him to go for the bat and change, that he's so dumb that he doesn't even know to start running, all this sort of stuff, but nobody can be that thick or that do you know what I mean? They've overdone it.
You reckon
so I think he's an absolute weapon, because who can be so dumb that when somebody says to you, when we say go, you start running, and then people say go 3 times and he doesn't start running. They've overcooked it.
Yeah,
because no one is that,
Red herring.
Too much icing on the cake. What we do know is that we have the greatest liability and that we are doing everything in our power to mitigate that.
That being Hoyte J.
That being me.
Keep your thoughts on 3483 coming through in the draw for a $50 reburg
And
voucher.
hit us up with the talkbacks on iHeartRadio. Go to Radio Hauraki. There's a little microphone there. Send us through your chats. We'd love to hear from you.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Talking heads here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time, 26 minutes past 4 o'clock.
We are running the big relay race tomorrow morning, 10:45. I believe the race gets underway. We are doing it at Millennium, which is the home of high-performance sport in New Zealand. Very exciting stuff. And for those wondering, it won't be televised live, but there will be a video of the full race that comes out later in the week, I believe.
God.
Wow.
The Vision team has got multiple cameras, GoPros, a drone.
Yeah.
So they'll be looking to capture everything so that you can...
Slow motion camera.
Slow-mo camera,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Special camera that's got slow-mo on it.
I'm going to be wearing a GoPro.
Whereabouts?
Jase.
It's a surprise.
Oh, is it?
Okay,
You're going to be
yeah,
surprised GoPro
yeah,
on.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Great.
Lots of good texts coming through on 3483. A few reminders, for example, Hoyte Jizz, you'll need to have plenty of strapping tape to tape down your massive piece. Is that something you're going to have to keep in mind?
Yeah, well, as we discussed today in the training, that's all good. Spoke to Matt there and he said there's some special tape you can get so you're not ripping your foreskin off.
Yeah, right.
So you had a special chat with our coach about running with a massive downstairs, and he was like, yeah, all good, this is what you do.
Yeah, he was totally onto it, man. He said it's not uncommon for sprinters.
Right, okay. Okay, well, that's one thing we have to remember. Bring your dong tape.
He's going to bring it for me, he said.
He's not coming.
Yeah, well, he's going to send it to Pugs, and Pugs is going to bring it
He's
in.
going to send it to Pugs. Like
Right.
courier. Okay, that's confusing. Someone here predicting that breakfast will drop the stick, but McNosey will have a heart attack. I don't know if McNosey is Minogue or Jase.
Yeah, it feels like it'd be McNosey, me.
Yeah.
It feels like it's got a bit of a me vibe about it. Dropping the stick, that's something you got to be considering. I think we're not going to make it that it's a disqualification. It just means you're going to be really slow.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
Because you need the race to reach its conclusion so you can see where things sort of landed. You don't want to be disqualified. Disqualification's rubbish.
Agreed.
Technicality or something. It's just who's the fastest. Someone here saying you guys are going to cream those breakfast pansies. Cheers.
Right.
Which is great.
I don't know if you can say that.
No, yeah, I don't know if you can either, actually.
Isn't a pansy a flower?
No.
Isn't it? Is it not a flower?
Well, not in this
not in this context. No.
Oh, right, I see. I'm saying it in the flower context, fellas.
Well, look, I mean, we might not have a job tomorrow, so I mean, we can just,
bullshit.
we can just can the whole thing.
The amount of stuff you say.
I mean, it was a shocker.
The amount of stuff you say, Hoyte J, and day in, day out, we come back.
You were already not going to be sleeping tonight. Now you definitely won't be. What else we got there, Keyzie?
Someone here is just saying they're looking forward to a double dose of the big show on Friday.
Well, that's right. That's the other thing as well, because there's people in the text here that are cheering against us because they want to hear us twice over the course of the day.
And as I've maintained, I think that, the listeners out there would love a double dose, a double D of the big show.
It's sad, isn't it, that if we win, the audience has to be punished with 2 lots of breakfast.
Yeah, just getting double teamed really by the big show.
Exactly.
Is that really what you want?
You got the audience in the middle, and then Mania's at one end, and Jerry Wells at the other.
Yeah,
and then you've got Rudis sitting in the corner just carrying himself.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Silverchair there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, the time being 4:51. Let's talk television.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Last night I watched Mobland on Prime Video. Episode 9 out of a possible 10. The last one comes out next week. It's a good show, man. I'm really liking it. Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, the noose is tightening, Keyzie. It's a gangland show with Tom Hardy being the fixer for the Harrigan family, Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren being the patriarch and matriarch, respectively. Good episode. Loving it. It's getting better and better, thankfully, because it started out pretty dire. What did you watch, Woody Janus?
I watched a new series called Sirens.
Oh, damn it, I've watched something new as well, I forgot.
Which was, just is one of those things that kept popping up on Netflix there and popping up, and I wasn't interested. I should have paid attention to that instinct.
Who's in it?
Julianne Moore, is that woman, Megan Fahey, who was in White Lotus? The other girlfriend.
Sure.
Also the
Kevin Bacon, I think's in it. Yeah, I know he's in it.
Kevin Bacon is in it.
Yeah, he is in it.
Millie Alcock from House of the Buzzies or whatever it's called, the Dragons. She's in it as well.
Speaking of House of Buzzies, when's that coming back? Does anyone know?
Well, you don't like it, Jase. You just bang on about how terrible it is.
I know, I hated it. Anyway, it's a classic story of 2 sisters, one of whom is working for a very eccentric, very wealthy woman, Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
And supposedly loving her life, but she has issues. The other sister is looking after their father, who is dying and has alcohol problems. She herself is getting into all sorts of trouble. She's had 2 DUIs.
Oh,
but
no.
she's one of those characters that's got a good heart. Even though she keeps stuffing up in her life, she still looks after her family.
Yeah.
She goes to where her sister is working and all hell ensues.
Oh, God.
And, it was pretty tedious, really.
Right. Is it a dramedy?
Yeah.
Is it funny, is it?
There's some comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy for sure, but
How many buzzies out of 5?
2.5.
Interesting. The average audience rating is 3.5 buzzies out of 5 on
Right,
Google.
okay.
Jase is a harsh taskmaster.
Well,
though.
I think my wife probably would have given it 3.25 buzzies.
Yes.
So your wife would have given it an extra 1.25 buzzies.
Yes.
Wait,
Extra 3/4
buzzies.
3/4 of a buzzy.
I'm still watching season 3, the final season of Upper Middle Bogan. Not as good. Not as good as the show I fell in love
Well,
with.
Jase, you've been watching it. You're saying it's off the chain.
Mate, it's one of those ones.
Whenever you start a sentence with mate, I know it's bullshit.
Mate, I tell you, the reality is, it's one of those hidden gems.
Yeah.
And then you discover it. And the temptation for me and my wife, very much after we watched an episode or two, was to just do the whole shebang. And we went, no.
Jase.
Save it.
Keyzie, please.
No, you
Keyzie.
interrupt. This is my
Keyzie, come
turn.
on, man.
Keyzie, please. I'm just explaining.
You did sirens.
And what we've decided, Mogey, is that it's a treat. So we'll do it once in a while.
Yeah. One episode a year sort of thing.
Well, yeah, maybe one ep a year. And just keep it as that special sort of thing that my wife and I enjoy.
Yeah.
First 2 seasons, genuinely brilliant Aussie comedy.
Oh,
Absolutely
I agree.
Loved it. The third, and I still love all the characters, but the 3rd season is just those great characters just doing sillier stuff.
Yeah.
Too silly. And I feel like
Yeah.
too silly is a common occurrence in comedies.
Sure.
Well, is it not?
Well, it's an interesting debate, re-television, and how many series you go.
It's a great question there, Keyzie. I was watching a show last night as well where that sort of same thing came up, and it's a show out of Northern England, and it's a bunch of ne'er-do-wells, you know?
Yes.
Bunch of scumbags that are sort of all growing weed. I think it's called Brack or something. I'll bring the name in tomorrow, but it got annoying because one of the characters started doing something that was just so stupid that we had to turn it off because it was so... Brassic is what it's called.
Brassic.
And it's very, very, very funny. But then all of a sudden one of the characters started doing stuff that he would not.
Ridiculous.
Nobody would be that stupid as to do what this guy is doing, so we turned it off.
Yeah.
But I will go back to it and watch the rest of it because it's bloody funny, Brassic. Very, very funny.
It's like, fellas, when you're reading a book and you're really enjoying it, and then they change characters and they jump into another character and you go, I don't like that character.
I know.
Jase, it is exactly like that.
It's just really frustrating.
It
But
can be.
upper middle class bogan.
That's not what it's called. It's Upper Middle Bogan. It's on Netflix. Check it out if you
Oh,
grew up
do,
and you're into motor racing.
do.
Coming up after 5 o'clock, we are sending the Brecky boys a little last minute. What?
Message?
Good luck
Message?
message,
But like,
I
is it good
suppose.
luck? Is it
Yeah.
trash
Yeah.
talk?
Oh, we'll see what
see
we
how
feel
we
like
go,
at the
yeah.
time. Yeah,
It's happening
Beautiful.
after 5. Can't wait.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're surviving your Tuesday afternoon. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by BLEEP.
Crave-worthy street food, freshly made with BLEEP.
BIIIGGEST.
Yum!
How good, eh, fellas?
Pretty good, man.
Oh, hey. Just got an email from Reburger, and they were like, hey, guys, don't forget the Backbone Burger is still available
Oh, great.
with the 200% beef patties layered with cheese and mounds.
200%.
With two
Wow.
100% New Zealand beef patties
Yeah.
layered with cheese and mounds of glorious streaky bacon, finished with a classic combo of aioli and ketchup, all in a soft toasted milk bun. It's the Backbone Burger.
Mounds.
What people don't realise, and they need to realise it, is often with a meat patty, like this is New Zealand, 100% New Zealand beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
Often you'll get a meat patty, it'll be like 30% New Zealand beef,
Yes.
20% Korean beef,
Yes.
40% American beef.
What's the last 10?
It's a whole hodgepodge of beefs, and I think it's been actually proven that New Zealand beef is the best beef.
Certainly is, Jase. I mean, it seems weird that they would get like 40% Korean beef.
Oh, it can be from anywhere. This is the thing, Keyzie.
Yeah, right,
And you
okay.
can taste it, can't you? Like when you have one of those burgers, you're like, this ain't it, man.
Yeah.
This ain't Reburger.
Yes.
Not for the Backbone Burger, you don't, though.
Is that where the saying "get a taste of kiwi" comes from?
Get it in you.
And get it in you.
Yeah.
I thought that was a different.
And up the wires.
And up the wires.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
is that all
Yeah.
Reburger?
And too much.
Far out.
Neck minute.
So Nick Minute is a Reburger saying.
Yeah, totally,
Oh,
man, totally.
Far
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
They're doing well.
They are, right? Hey, speaking of doing well, we're going to send some good wishes off to the
Oh,
Breakfast
yes.
Boys next, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, here's Faith No More.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Soundgarden there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 15 minutes past 5 o'clock. Okay. So the race is tomorrow morning, 10:45. It's scheduled for. I'll be glad to get the bloody thing over and done with, quite frankly.
That's right. We've got a 4x100 metre relay against the breakfast team. It's the three of us, Keyzie, Hoyte, Jase over there, myself and the bullet that's known as Pugson out there in Studio B up against Zoe, Minogue. Jerry, unfortunately, is ill as a result of being old before his time and has brought Mike Lane in. And then Ruda, the producer, heavily criticised Ruda.
Yeah.
Fills out the four. So we're doing it tomorrow morning. She's all go.
So they're going to be doing a show tomorrow morning. It's a perfect opportunity for us to get in there and just, wish them well, let's say. So they'll play this on the show. I think we record a transmission. We each take turns at just saying something, words of, good luck from each of us. So maybe, Jase, you do Minogue. I'll say good luck to Zoe.
I might have a quick word to Jerry too.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, don't plan it too much, Keyzie. Come on.
Big lips, Keyzie. Backbone. My wife. Pugson. Massive honker. Midnight steamer. Backbone.
Incoming transmission from the Big Show.
Yeah, g'day, fellas.
Hi, guys.
This is the day of for you, obviously. We just wanted to send you some good wishes. It's Hoyte J here. Just want to say to Minogue and Jerry, sorry about your sore whittle knee. It's a shame you're not going to be able to do it, buddy. Minogue, all the best to you, my friend. You both have been handing old Hoyte J an absolute hiding. I am the weak link in this team. I acknowledge it fully. I've got a very inflamed groin at the moment. I'm fearful that it's going to be snapped, but all the best to both of you champions. And if you lose, how humiliating.
Yeah. Look, and I just want to have a little chat to Ruda. Look, I listen to the breakfast show. I've been a fan for a very long time, and the way they've been talking to you, mate, calling you Unk boy, Unco, loser, deadbeat, sucker, chump,
idiot.
Yeah, exactly. All of those sorts of things. No matter how uncoordinated you might be and terrible at running and, an absolute disaster potentially for their team, they should be supporting you, man. So
that sucks.
Even from the big show, we think it's going too far. So if you were to throw the whole race, then, we wouldn't blame you, man.
Yeah.
If you just chuck that baton on the floor, then sweet as.
And I'd just like to say a quick word to young Zoe, the intern who's helping out on Brekkie at the moment. She's been roped into this race. It is
totally,
huge.
she has.
She's been in the industry for not even 6 months yet. She's already running with a breakfast show. All I want to say is don't think about the fact that you are running with these announcers. They're going to potentially have to work an extra shift. Don't think about any of that stuff. Don't think about the fact that you're not really qualified and you're not a runner and all of a sudden you're being filmed running and people are talking about you on the radio. Don't worry about any of that.
Don't get self-conscious about your style or anything of that kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Ruda, by the way, mate, kia kaha, man.
Yeah, man.
I think that's great, fellas.
Well, that's the thing, man. You just want the best for those guys.
Yeah, I do. Just want the very best for them.
Girls is a tune, fellas. Undertone.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Jihad there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, the time 25 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, this is my last word on the race tomorrow, fellas. Okay. I'd like to put forward to you a bit of an ultimatum, if I may. I don't like putting out ultimatums, but I think this is important.
Okay.
We're athletes. It's a big day for us tomorrow, so I'm going to have to insist no lovemaking tonight. I need you full of every kind of juice that you have, and I don't want any... I mean, obviously, that's not going to work for Pugs. Telling him to not make love is obviously a stupid request.
Yeah.
It's
just unrealistic.
Mogey, it's probably unlikely you were going to anyway. And Keyzie, he whenever he can,
He's
basically.
put his cue in the rack.
Yeah. So all I'm saying, fellas, is if you can, just for tonight, abstain.
Wait. So you're obviously not Pugs, because that'd just be a stupid request.
Right, yeah. Well, I can't say Pugs don't make love. And
not Mogey, because let's be honest, he wasn't going to anyway. That's not really anything he does anymore. And then not me, because I've put my cue in the rack.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, just in case you were sitting here doing the show at the moment and you suddenly went, I wouldn't mind a bit of lovemaking tonight. Just remember that final 10 metres of your 100 metres where if you've made love, you just don't have the tank, you don't have the gas in the tank anymore because you expended it.
I think that's accurate, man. I don't have the tank. I don't have the gas in the tank and I also don't have the tank.
Right, okay. Yeah, good.
Right.
Because it's like, Olympic athletes, they don't make love before
Hang on, says who?
Well,
the Olympic Village is rife with
look,
it.
I know it's an absolute root fest, but that's after the...
Yes.
You don't know that.
You
Yes,
don't
I
know
totally
that.
know that,
How do you know that?
Because I was in the Olympic Village once back in the
Jase
day.
was a cleaner.
And I
He had to
saw
pick up all the rubbers and that.
Yeah, the connies.
Were you a janitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Olympic Village?
Yes.
Which year was this?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Well,
That
what
64
country?
Rome, wasn't it, or Tokyo?
It might have been Tokyo, I think.
Yeah.
In 64.
Konnichiwa, Toranaga-sama. And so just putting it out there, all right? Can you guarantee me that at least? I mean, you can get on the piss, you can smoke durries, you can do anything else.
See, I
just
would
no
say-
love making.
I would say the opposite. I'd say don't smoke durries or get on the piss.
Yeah, I think, Jase, you need to lay off the ciggies between now and the race.
Yeah, 100%.
Haven't had a ciggy for 2 days, boys.
Yeah, right.
What a legend.
I'm
What a
on the
backbone.
vape.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
No
And it's
vape either. No
it's
vape either.
It's actually working for me,
It's
weirdly.
even worse.
Are they worse?
Oh, 100%. We've had this
okay.
chat, but yeah.
But
Whatever.
also, no smoking anything, whether it's vaping or cigarettes or anything like that, anything that goes into your lungs that could potentially,
Explode them.
Yeah,
also,
explode
on that
them.
front, I don't want any of you fellas obviously have to exclude Pugs from this because he obviously will. Waking up tomorrow full of vigour and vim, if you know what I'm saying, and having a go at yourselves. As I say, I want as much petrol in the tank tomorrow so that you are bolting that 100 metres.
Okay.
And when you say petrol, you mean...
Yeah, exactly. After the race, fill your boots.
Oh, thanks.
Literally?
Yeah, well, you
With
know
petrol?
what I mean.
Wow, well.
Just go for it.
Could be a little celebration, couldn't it? What did you say? A bit of champagne?
What, filling our boots with petrol?
No, champagne.
Oh,
Yeah.
actual champagne.
Taking the top off it. How good? Yeah, that's a nice thought.
Okay,
man.
how about this? I promise I won't make love tonight, although, to be honest, if it's on the cards, I'm not saying, sorry, I've got a big race tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing, Jase. It's not really our call.
Nah, you're talking to the wrong guy.
Right.
And also, if you're going to talk to the other half of the equation, I'd actually prefer that you put in a good word for lovemaking.
Sure. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. If my wife said that to me, I'm all in.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
T-Rex there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. Time for a bit of sports chat.
Cricket, rugby, football, sports.
Yeah, man, how good. It's not often that we'll do a Tuesday sports break, but here we are. Sometimes, a bit of news comes across our collective desks here at the Hauraki Big Show, and we feel that we simply must address it on air. A hell of a cricket match took place over the weekend between North London Cricket Club and Richmond Cricket Club. The Richmond Cricket Club won the toss and put North London into bat. North London went on to score 426 runs.
Wow,
Hefty. That's a hefty innings.
For the loss of 6.
Is this a 40-over match or a 50? Or?
This is off 45 overs,
Wow.
Keyzie. So that's a pretty good score.
Great
that's
knock.
So that
That's
if
handy.
you get 426 off 50 overs in a one day, you're thinking to yourself, we've gone all right here. Well, they've done 5 overs less. And still managed to crack it. And then it was the turn of Richmond Cricket Club to get in there, and they managed to bat out 5.4 overs
Yes.
and managed to score a total of 2 runs. That's 2 runs.
All out for 2.
Now, one of those runs was from a wide,
Yes.
and the other run was taken when somebody dropped a catch. So it was entirely possible that they could have been all out for nothing. I wonder if there's ever been a game in the history of the world where, outside of backyard cricket, where anyone's gotten 0. That must be as close to 0, surely, as anyone's ever got it. Now, this cricket club here, these cricket clubs have been around for 140 years.
Yes.
So
1862.
they're established cricket clubs. Adam Gilchrist playing for one of them. So they're not absolute garbage, but you wouldn't know it from the way that Richmond played.
I played in a game when I was a young fella at Cornwall Park. We bowled their team out for 8.
Ooh,
Wow.
For 8, 5 of which were byes.
wow.
That's the most. significant
So
victory
Drubbing,
we
yeah.
ever had. Oh, no, we only just squeaked home ourselves.
well,
You
that's,
know what I mean?
I love this because in this situation, Jase is on the winning team.
Yeah,
You know what I
totally.
mean?
Very rare thing.
That gives
Very
me
rare
hope.
thing.
Well, back in the day, all you had to do really was to put it on the wickets. You know, when you're young,
Yes.
like that,
Yes.
which was not easy to do as a bowler, and nor was it easy to hit the ball as a batter when you were, 8 years old and useless.
What I loved about that sort of when you're sort of 8, 9, 10, 11 too is when you had the fielder directly behind the keeper.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
because
right.
you leaked so many buys that was just better to just have someone directly behind them.
They should have, I know you don't really do it in limited overs cricket, but they should have declared on about 5.
Yeah, I wonder if they knew what they were up against there. You think to
You'd be
yourself,
gutted.
yeah.
And by the way, I think it must have been a 45 over match
Yeah.
because they had 6 wickets down, so
Yeah.
it must have been 45.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Would you be pissed off if you guys just stood out there for a few hours, got 400 plus runs, and then they were all out for, within 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I'd be pissed off.
Well, from the sounds of it, perhaps the club is struggling because I'm just reading here a quote from the opposition captain. It looks like they struggled to get a team together, what with it being a bank holiday. There were a few lads saying, nice to meet you, to each other. They were on the same team.
oh, how good. 2 runs.
Yeah, well, hopefully we're not as bad as that tomorrow, fellas. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
I will
Oh,
definitely
God.
get some runs on the board.
I
Keyzie.
hope we manage to complete 4 runs, but I'm worried we're going to complete 3 and the last run's going to be...
A disaster, yeah.
God.
When you were young and young.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Lenny Kravitz there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show.
He's a bit of a sicko, isn't he? You hear him at the end there? Yeah. He's just,
Lenny.
sexual, man. Old Leonard.
Oh, he's so hot.
Leonard Kravitz.
He's probably the coolest guy named Lenny around, wasn't he?
Lenny Henry is pretty cool.
Lenny's
The
a great
comedian.
name, I reckon.
Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny's rock and roll.
Oh, is it?
Big Len.
Yeah.
Lemmy, perhaps, yes.
Oh, yeah, Lemmy. Yes.
Hey, fellas, just
What
on
about
the-
Jenny?
Sure, man. Whatever you're into.
What about Kenny?
We've got this race tomorrow, this 4x100 metre relay race, and obviously we've banged on about it a lot. Things are locked in. No matter rain, hail, or shine, we are doing this thing. The loser has to cover the other show's show for a day.
Just on that, I think it's raining tomorrow, by the way.
That's all right, mate.
Wet track.
Wet baton. Have to grip it tightly, fellas. The issue I've got, though, is that my wife is sick at the moment.
Fully sick.
Yeah, she's
sick, all right.
she's a sicko. She's got some sort of cold /
Yeah.
not flu, but a
I think
really
I've
bad
got that.
cold.
Yeah.
She's got super runny nose, a bit blocked up, bit of a headache.
Oh, God.
And her muscles are all really achy. And I'm like, shivers. If I said this out loud, I said, shivers.
Did you say
Did you
shiver
say
me
shivers?
timbers?
I said, shiver me timbers. If I catch that off you ahead of the big race,
Yeah.
I'm done for.
Yeah.
How do I avoid her is what I need to know, because we live together and we're very close
It's
proximity
tricky.
people.
It's tricky, but you've got something special coming up here, Keyzie. You've got a responsibility to the big show, to the listeners.
Right.
And I think she'll understand that. She'll want to support you.
Yeah.
So you just need to sort of keep your distance, I guess. And then the question becomes, how do you do that? Well, you'd say sleep on the couch. That's too close. That's in the same house. You've got one of those HRV that moves the air around the house, haven't you?
Yeah, we do.
No good. Sounds to me like she's going to be sleeping in the garage tonight.
Oh, she should sleep in the garage.
In a car, I think.
Well, my truck's in there.
There you go, man.
It does the tray. They call it a bed
Yeah, right.
in
Put it on
America.
the bed there.
So
yeah,
she
yeah,
can
yeah.
sleep on that.
That's right.
Do you
And
still
that's
have-
big too. That's
Yeah.
big in there.
Do you still have your bubble?
Is this like a reference to me growing up in a bubble and being a
Big
bubble
bubble
boy when I
boy.
was a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got it. Of course I do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, could you blow that up?
Yeah,
And
you're right.
stuff her through the hole.
And put her in a giant
Put her
bubble.
in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Put
That's
my
a good
wife in
idea.
a bubble.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's sort of, is it like a Zorb?
It's just like a Zorb. So they put you in there and then they put the hose in for a bit and a squirt of dishwashing liquid.
My concern is, because you were saying off air, that your wife is not feeling great and stuff, and the problem that you've got is you're horny as.
So that's good that they squirt that dishwasher liquid in there. Oh, no, because what about if you go in there?
With her.
No, just you on your own.
Just you in the bubble,
I
yeah.
can't go back in the bubble. Don't make me get back in the bubble, fellas. Well, this is good because what I was planning is maybe just sleeping in the spare room tonight.
No, it's no good.
But I'll put her in the truck and I'll go inside a giant bubble.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's sorted, man.
I'm still not confident you won't catch it.
It's good stuff, fellas. Thanks for that.
You should have asked us that on meetpattynip69@gmail.com.
Anonymously, yeah.
Yeah, I could have got a $50 Reburger voucher. That's a good point.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Crowded house here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, 5 to 6. Good news, fellas. My groin's feeling better.
It's looking
great.
better as well, man. I've got to say.
It's not as
looking real
achy.
good.
It's not as achy. Hey, after 6 o'clock, of course, it's a Tuesday. What's on the dinner with me, Keyzie?
Yes.
Also,
Damn
we
it.
get to the results of the big poll.
Yeah, the big poll, by the way, was who's going to win the relay, breakfast or the big show. Be interested to see where the nation's heads are at.
Yes.
Of course, you can't do what's on the dinner with me, Keyzie, without any texts.
Yes, that's right.
That's true.
So 3483 is the number. Text us through what you are having for dinner this evening. We'll read that out after 6, and you could win yourself a $50 Reburger voucher.
Get it in you.
Jace?
Yeah, man, why not?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Tuesday is going along very nicely, and hopefully most of you are at home now just chilling out, listening to Radio Hauraki and the Big Show. Brought to you by Reburger, by the way.
Handcrafted burgers, Jace. Loaded fries, Mike. And gourmet eats that'll change the game, New Zealand.
Reburger.
Keyzie.
Reburger.
I don't know if just randomly saying Keyzie in the middle of the
It's that
Reburger.
celebrity association with the brand that they are fizzing for.
Totally,
I
man.
had a chat to the owner, Mr. Reburger.
I was a dude. I thought a woman owned it.
No, Mr. Reburger's
Oh, right.
name. Well, he might have a wife that's a partner with him as well in
Yeah,
the
right.
business. But yeah, he was saying, just give me that celebrity content, man.
Right, because I would assume that he's already got that because the big show, you know.
But it's the individual stuff, Keith.
Yeah,
Oh, well, should
You know
they
what I
come
mean?
to
I
me
reckon you-
directly for that?
I reckon you're on the precipice of being an influencer, man.
On
They
the-
said they want you to dress up as a sauce chicken and rotate one of those signs out on the footpath that says open.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Will I get paid?
In a way, you'll get lots and lots of kudos.
Oh, is that exposure?
And a couple of vouchers.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, $50 Reburger vouchers.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
weirdly,
great.
no, I won't say that.
Yeah, probably a good call.
Hey, we've got what's on the dinner coming up.
Oh my God! What's
Just on
the
that,
dinner?
fellas, what are you fellas eating tonight? I need to know. Well, I hope it's healthy and, carbo loading.
As always, I don't know what it is until I get home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I'd have to text my wife every day and
Right.
find out. I'm having roast lamb flatbreads
Wow.
with yogurt sauce.
Flatbreads.
Do you really think I'm having flatbreads, Jace?
Are you having flatbreads?
I'm
man?
having flat
Okay.
breads.
Oh, right. Yeah, nice.
Flatbreads with like salad and some tomatoes.
Yeah,
and
right.
onions and
Nice.
stuff.
Little Middle Eastern sort of feel
Yeah,
there,
nice.
isn't
I
it?
like
Nice,
that.
man.
Maybe a bit of a yogurt and mint sort of dressing.
Yeah,
A yogurt,
yeah.
and I think it's
Tzatziki.
tzatziki.
Yeah. You got to get that in, yeah.
Old tzatzikis, they call me.
What, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of tomato there, man.
Yep,
Pine
yep,
nuts.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
good stuff,
Nice.
Keyzie.
What are you having, Jace?
Just an old school lasagna with a green salad.
I don't know
You're
if you should
saying
have that.
you're saying it's a bit heavy, man. It's a bit heavy.
Yeah, well, I need something to keep my flying feet on the track tomorrow, so I'm loading up, boys.
Oh, nice.
Hey, now listen to the podcast outro today. What's the clip, Keyzie?
I love it when you wrap things up real quick and just move on. The clip today is about sleep, so I assume it's something to do with old Mogey. Do you reckon this will keep you guys up tonight? Will you think about it?
Nah.
I reckon it will.
No, I
What,
won't.
for us?
I reckon you guys will freak out tonight.
No, I
See,
won't.
you've been running a fucking rager for this since the moment it was mentioned.
That's right.
You are going to struggle to sleep tonight.
Nah, not me.
Yeah, it'll be you,
Yeah,
Keyzie.
you fucking will.
Oh, it turns out it was me. Was there an F-bomb at the end of that?
Ooh,
Yes,
that
there was.
Very,
It sounds
very...
like
It was
old
beep.
Pug's son. There's
got a
one
big
beep
beep in
on
it.
it. Did you know
Yeah.
there's two swear words?
that was
Wow.
very
I don't know. We're
thinly
gonna have to I
done.
think Pugson's going to pay for a trip to Oasis.
Imagine
Wow.
if that was how that happened.
Holy hecker. Holy hecker.
3483, by the way, was it beeped? I'm pretty sure it was beeped.
Yeah, it sounded to
I
me
think
like it wasn't.
the key, by the way, is to not make a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what we've got to do as professionals is just act like nothing happened and just carry on with the break.
That's right.
Stay on the topic, but certainly not throw pugs underneath the bus and
That's
everybody
right.
start chatting about it, right?
Well, if you want, what I can do is...
Where's the phone lines gone?
The phone lines are gone, man.
Jace, what I can do here is say, hey, if you'd like to win a $50 Reburger voucher, text through on 3483 with what you were having for dinner tonight. Because up next is What's on the Dinner, formerly known as What's for Tea New Zealand.
So good.
3483, get stuck in.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show.
Can I just say, how good is Tom Petty, man? That guy is an absolute weapon.
Totally, man. Totally.
He's so hot too.
Hey, now listen, the time is 14 minutes past 6, which means it's time for this little doozy.
And just a heads up, the segment used to be called What's for Tea New Zealand.
Well, I don't think we need to explain it.
Yeah, I feel like I
No,
need to, just because it's my segment. Just to help people with it, right? Oh, yeah, hey guys, text here from Steve.
What's on the dinner?
With me, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Can I just remind you, Keyzie, it was actually my idea, What's for Tea,
Yeah.
What?
and I handed it over to you, a young buck.
Oh, shit, that's a
Yes.
yarn.
I used to do What's for Tea for years
Why are we still doing it then?
because it's so good. But it's not What's for Tea, it's What's on the dinner.
What is on the dinner, man?
G'day, fellas. Jory here.
Jory?
Jori.
That's a weird name.
I've heard it
interesting
many,
name.
many times. I just can't think of a
have you,
joy.
man? Many times. I
It's
haven't.
just one of the listeners. Yeah.
yeah.
That'll do.
Is it hung jury?
It's hung Jory. I made my dearest wife a macaroni and cheese and put it on the dinner.
Well, I made my wife a lovely lasagna and put it on the dinner.
What
Yeah,
does
man.
putting it on the dinner mean?
That's absolutely right. That's how everyone's talking these days that move in the foodie circles. They're always putting it on the dinner or putting it on the lunch or putting it on the breakfast. In this case, definitely putting it on
the dinner. Yeah, I wouldn't have macaroni cheese for breakfast.
No.
So when I say
Not an animal.
So when I say what's on the dinner, it's like you make something and then you put it down.
It's on the dinner.
It's on the dinner,
Yeah.
and people are going to eat the dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
That's it.
because in my mind it just doesn't make any sense?
Oh, no, no. It takes a while to get used to, but once you get the hang of it.
Okay. What about this one here? G'day, you massive poles.
Yeah.
Ryan here.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
He calls me Big Pole.
Oh, it's not him. It's Seacrest.
Secret.
Nice.
He calls me the same thing.
I'm having super wine biscuit Sammys with butter in between.
That's an old school treat.
Oh,
that's an old school treat, that one.
It is so.
But that's a bit
good.
flash because the butter's so expensive
Yeah,
now.
how do you
So,
afford
yeah,
butter,
yeah.
man?
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Yeah, butter, man.
Super wine sandwiches. That's so good.
G'day, fellas. Harry here.
Oh, Harry Houdini.
I was going to say the same
Harry
thing.
Hamlin from LA Law.
It's Harry.
Prince Harry.
It's Harry and Megan.
Oh, it's Harry and Megan.
Both of them.
Oh.
G'day, guys. We're thinking of having some reburger for dinner. Apparently, Hoyte J came into my local one and tried to eat one of the sauce chickens, and now they've all got PTSD. Cheers. Harry and Megan.
Is that true, man?
Yeah.
Why were you trying to eat a sauce chicken, Jase? Can
It was
you
a big
explain
night,
that?
Mogey, and, I was coming home and I was going to get a, what are they called?
Backbone burger.
A kebab, and they
Oh.
weren't open. So I went, oh my God, Reburger, will they be open? And they were. And then a chicken gave me some chewed.
And so you tried to eat it.
Yeah.
G'day, fellas. Willie here.
Oh, Willy or
Saya.
Woney, that's
What?
the question.
What was
Willy
your one?
Wonka.
What was your one?
Saya.
Willy Watson.
Mason.
Oh. Dude.
G'day, fellas. Willie Mason here, having leftover bangers and mash, home-killed garlic sausages and a nice gravy with some kumara mash.
How do you home kill a sausage?
Oh, yes.
That's hard.
It's
They're
pretty
already dead.
brutal. It's pretty brutal.
Well, it's because you've got a wild sausage, obviously. Yeah, that is
Can't
good.
kill it. Yeah. I could home kill sheep or home kill, beef, but a sausage.
Yeah. Maybe the butcher usually kills all the sausages, but this guy's
Have
waited.
you ever seen a sausage get killed, man?
No, well, I haven't
It's,
seen
I mean, they're tough bastards, man.
a sausage.
Oh shit! I mean, honestly,
Really?
you wouldn't want to mess with a sausage in a dark alley.
No.
Really?
Oh yeah, they sneak up behind you.
That sounds like something you guys would be massively into.
The The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Jimi Hendrix there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. Now, there was controversy just after 6 tonight when we had our podcast outro clip.
A podcast
replay that Pakistan hadn't properly or at all bleeped out an F-bomb.
That's right. It happened at the end of the outro clip.
It was my F-bomb as well.
Yes.
So it sort of makes me look terrible.
It does. But we've got the clip again.
Okay.
He's checked it and he wants us to listen to it and just verify and clear his name. All right, so here we go. Do you reckon this will keep you guys up tonight? Will you think about it?
No. Nah.
I reckon it will.
No,
What,
won't.
for us?
I reckon you guys will freak out.
No, I
Keyzie,
won't.
you've been running a fucking rager for this since the moment it was mentioned.
That's right.
You are going to struggle to sleep tonight.
Nah, not me.
Yeah, it'll be you, Keyzie.
You fucking will.
Yeah, so what it is
You get the
yeah, and the
fucking, yeah.
Yeah, we've done
the
it
thing.
again. I mean, now we're going to have to apologise again.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
so,
sorry about that,
God's
man.
sake.
Hey,
Good
fellas.
one, Pug son.
Should we do the big poll, man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big Pole.
Now, before we know the results, Mogey, what's your feeling?
Well, I think it's going to be heavily biased in favour of the Hauraki Big Show because people are actually listening to the Big Show.
Okay.
Although it could go the other way because people listen to the Big Show so they know how much we suck, so they
Yes.
go the other way. So
True
I'm going to
that.
go 70-30 in favour of the Big Show.
Okay.
What are you doing, Jase?
I'll go 65-35 Big Show.
I forgot about Jase cheating on this.
Yeah, that's right.
It's 66% in
Yeah.
favour of the big show.
Oh, you got it wrong, you loser.
So the nation, yeah.
On my life.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything, Jace, because you did so much cheating. It doesn't mean
On my
Literally
life.
doesn't mean anything.
No, it means nothing. On
It
your
doesn't
life, it means nothing. This is the trouble with the boy who cried wolf,
I
Jace.
voted at the very beginning of when it went out, and
Sure.
it was 100%
Yeah.
Big Show.
Okay, cool.
Jace.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And
mean
sadly,
anything.
man, you make your bed, you lie in it. You know what I mean, man?
Okay,
What's
fair
it
enough.
like having a word that means nothing to us?
It's just what it is. So 65 saying we will win?
You know what it was. You looked at it.
No, that's good. But on my life, I did not.
Yeah, but let's not
care.
get bogged down in that. Further lies don't help us in this situation. But that is interesting, isn't it? That 65% think that, because also I saw that the ACC was running a competition as well, or a similar sort of poll. But I'm sure it was a bit closer.
I checked it today.
Yes.
Sorry, not today. About an hour ago, it was 52% in favour of the big show.
Wow.
So it is going to be interesting. The race is happening tomorrow morning at 10:45 a.m. There will be a full video up for you guys later on in the week, and we'll be announcing the winner on tomorrow's big show at 4 p.m. sharp. So make sure you tune in for that.
Do you realise, the pressure on you tomorrow, Keyzie? You're our star, mate. You've got
Don't pull
to
up.
really, really bring it home for us tomorrow.
Are you trying to throw me off or something?
No, I want you to own it, man.
It's a strange thing to try and put off one of your own team members, but I like it.
Yeah.
I think Keyzie, really soars when he's under pressure.
I do.
I've just seen the ACC poll here. Yes, 60% in favour of the big show.
Oh, it's gone up. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What was your prediction on that one, Jace, before you...
I don't watch ACC stuff.
You don't watch ACC stuff, right?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. Now listen, smells like team spirit, a competition. We're running here on Radio Hauraki thanks to our mates at Super Liquor.
That's right. You can win $1,000 for your team or club. All you have to do is go to hauraki.co.nz, chuck your details in there, and we could be calling you Friday with $1,000 cash. How do you like the sound of this one, fellas? Aidan from Te Awamutu has put forward his Marist Bush Pigs. They're an often overlooked team. They're in the President's Division, so 40 plus, I think, is the President's 40 plus. And the main reason I keep going back to this great team is their volunteering heart and passion for other club groups. As a bush pig, we tautoko our junior rugby with coaching and managing teams as well.
Oh, kia ora.
So Te Awamutu Bush Pigs, how does that sound?
Te Awamutu, I like a bit of TA.
Yeah, TA goes
Sounds good to me, man.
You love TA, Jace?
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, man.
What about this one? This is from Tara.
Is there another one there, man?
Well, yeah, obviously, this one's from Tara, from Whangarei.
Wow.
We are the Whangarei Remote Control Car Club. We are a group of people who race on-road electric RC cars up at Kensington Park on the netball courts every second Sunday of the month.
Used to be all the rage.
It's a great social sport, heaps of fun, and the cars go a lot faster than you would think.
What did they used to be called, man? Started with T. Jeez, man. Every man and his dog had them. They were pretty flash, Keyzie, back in the day.
Tamiya, yeah.
Something like that.
When I used to stay at my granddad's house, he used to live really close to the mall there, and they used to have it every second Sunday in the car park.
Oh, yeah, in the car park.
Racing the cars. It was great stuff, man, and they do belt along, actually.
It would be quite fun.
You'd love it, Keyzie, tinkering there with the little toys.
Yeah, it is, man. It's Tamiya RC cars. So, they get up there, man, $1,000 a pop plus. So you got to be pretty serious about your toy cars, man.
You'd have to be pretty good on the old reflexes. And the hardest part would actually be seeing the car when it's like 20, 30 metres away from you going around a corner. You can't see.
Yeah.
It's not point of view, Jase, because you're not in the car.
Yeah, you're not in the car. You're standing on the side.
I can't see anything anyway with my milky eyes.
You probably fit in one of those cars.
I probably could.
Hauraki.co.nz. Go there, sign up, and you can win $1,000 for your club. Thanks to Super Liquor.
So good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
What a day it's been, what a day it's been, what a day it's going to be tomorrow. Mogey, what did you learn today?
I tell you what, man, I actually had a great yarn for you guys, and I didn't put enough detail around it. And all it said was Mogey's wife has a shocker.
Yes.
And for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. I've got no idea. So I've learned that my memory is fading.
Yes.
That my physical attributes are failing. That my downstairs is waning. I'm learning all sorts of things, but it's a gradual sort of a lesson, man. It's just age. Isn't it a privilege to get old, Jase?
Sure is.
What about you, Keyzie, you sicko?
I learnt a lot from today's pre-show relay training that we did.
Oh, God.
We had a proper coach.
We're in trouble, man.
We learned techniques.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, I know we're in trouble, but at least we're trying to put our best foot forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I guess the problem that is there, that what we really needed in the team was somebody like Jerry who would just grab the bull by the horns and just share his knowledge. You know, he had that knowledge from when he was back at school.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's not racing, but he stepped into that coach's mould. I guess we kind of got there at the end, but I just feel like Jerry has sort of been driving it.
Yeah, I feel like we need Jerry, and it's unfair because he's got so much knowledge that we
totally.
can use.
And really good knowledge too.
Some of the best knowledge.
Yeah. Like up with the time stuff. Jase, what did you learn today?
Well, I learned that, because I've been suffering from a stiff groin the last couple of days.
Yes.
A few stretches, a bit of a leg tug, and you persist with it, it can improve.
Have you learned anything about getting treatment for ailments at all?
Well, it was interesting because Matt, our coach there today, he gave me a leg yank.
He did.
And a slight adjustment, yeah, that's right.
And it seemed to work.
Yeah. Treatment for you.
Yeah, man. It's a weird thing about doctors, eh?
Pulled my leg very hard and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. But listen, big day tomorrow, fellas. Good night's sleep for you too and Pugsan.
That's right. The race is happening 10:45 a.m. Find out who won 4 p.m. sharp on the Big Show.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, God.
Here we go then.
Hey.
Lock it in, fellas.
Let's do it, fellas.
Come on now!